Hello and welcome to Rauta's Saturday Opinion. Here it's Friday, or there it's most likely Saturday, or someday after Saturday anyway. The topic today is Shining, and more importantly, what has been going in the Shining camp the past few days. Now, technically here it's Friday, and I'm actually been waiting for the last or latest updates to this topic about this Finnish black metal band. Finnish because Niklas Kvarfort, the main guy of the band, has been living in Finland for quite some time, though. Now it's not so sure what's going on with the camp because things are a little bit sketchy in the Shining camp. And this has been kind of a popcorn drama lately. I don't know if it's actually more comedy than drama, but we'll have those both sides covered here. Now, before we get into details what's going on, I guess this kind of a deserves a sort of an introduction. Everybody who has been ever involved in black metal scene, be it part of a band member, being as a promoter, label guy, journalist, or just following the scene, bands and all that stuff, pretty much know that all kinds of weirdos and also extreme people are always more or less involved with the scene. I mean, it's the music of Satan, the devil, and all those dark ideas. So obviously it's like honey to the bear, or that shining lamp to those little tiny insects which are there flying in the dark. That is very, very much like a beacon in the dark, where to go when you are way too bizarre for the normal world. And of course, because of that, you often get to see all kind of weird shit. Now, back in the 90s, it was about violence and church arsons and all that stuff. Nowadays, it's a bit more weird, like money. Oh, the greatest devil of it all in the metal music industry. Which brings to the topic of today. When a band goes, "Give me your money," is it cool or is it totally uncool? Well, let me just explain what has been going on in the Shining camp lately. This, I guess, my friends, deserves sort of a explanation here. Let's first take the band's own opinion, their statement of the whole thing. Here it is. Important announcement. Markus Rödl, the Sentinel and full member of Shining, states on the Shining Facebook page as of a few days ago, since before we decided to take control over our social media channels and eradicate the trillions of accounts run people who have been pretending to either officially represent our temple, you mean like site or band, whatever, and even impersonating us or for their own personal gain being. But worst of all, our one particular individual have caused several problems in our name from the account she shamelessly refers as the only official Shining Instagram account. Well, this really sounds like a courtroom drama coming up. Wait for it. The culprit also refuses to admit she runs it, which is preposterous, so we have no other option but to ask all of you, like fans, to boycott the fake Instagram account and instead follow and support the only real one, Niklas Kvarfort Shining at Instagram. So far, everything is very legit and sounds like, okay, yeah, I get it. But it continues. To make matters even worse, the very same person worked with customer service at Legions for years and intentionally refused censoring most customers and even printing the long-delayed shirts many have been waiting for, even though the machine is fully operational a mere 2 meters away from the living room, her living room that is. This is initially what resulted in our 5-figure losses causing Kvarfort getting fatal illness. Say that again. Losing money caused Niklas Kvarfort, known for his drug abuse, fact check, known for his mental illness, like depression and all that stuff, which he has been saying in interviews and everybody pretty much knows who have been following the band. And now he's having a fatal illness. Legal actions are taken as we speak. Support is welcome by donating funds to... And then there is this address. So basically, let me recap. Niklas of the band is suffering from fatal illness because no shirts have been delivered or printed or whatever, and because of run by wrong person on Instagram. Sounds like a too much dramatization in my opinion. No, I just happen to know the person who actually lived with Niklas for quite a few years. I'm not sure how romantic their relationship was, but they were certain kind of a couple. Anyway, obviously, when people kind of divorce and go separate ways, things often get like a new version of the story. Like the saying goes, victors rewrite the history. There's nothing new into that. But like always, there is different sides to every story. So I just happened to ask the person who I have been known for, I don't know, maybe 15 years, roughly, give or take, in the meet, and some other people who very much know Niklas, especially when he was living in Helsinki, Finland, or really Helsinki area, that what's going on, like, is this the real truth? Because I had kind of a doubts that this really wouldn't be the only version of truth out there. And what I was told is, in a very neutral way, I might ask, no shaming or not blackmailing, but, nothing really like saying like in a negative way, but more neutral statements like, well, this isn't exactly the truth. The reason, what I was told anyway, is that the printing of the shirt stopped once the band kind of decided not to pay for them. And as the bills have to be paid, I mean, no cloth is free, no shipping is free, not even the colors where you need to dye, the shirts or whatever. Nothing is really free, not to mention people who actually do the kind of work for a living. And as a result, it seems like this cooperation between the band and the printing service stopped. Now, I understand that there might be disagreements between those who operate the merchandise, doing the shirts and whatever, and the band. They might have different versions of the truth, but that's one thing. Now, where it gets more kind of ridiculous is like blaming, lack of money and lack of printed shirts or whatever delivered, causing mental fatal illness is one thing. And also basically asking for support money, like alms, like, please donate some money, I'm a poor gypsy girl. That is like very weird. I would say very weak for a black metal band. For any band. I mean, it's one thing for bands like Winter Sun to beg for money from their fans in order to buy bigger studio or get even more equipment in that studio and all that stuff. But it's a whole different deal to just, go begging fans for money, which is probably when you really don't, do your part in paying the bills. Now, I don't care really. Well, actually, I do. But I mean, I'm not taking sides. I was gonna say I'm not interested in the truth. Well, I am very much interested in truth, but I'm not, interested in taking sides, and I'm not, interested to find the culprit. Really, that's beyond this video. But I'm like thinking like, what the hell is going on? I mean, back in the days, if you had some kind of issues with money and all that stuff, you went to the court and deal with it. You don't go begging money from the fans, which sometimes are, I don't know if I dare to say it, but I do. You don't go begging money. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a band which is very big and mainstream, but it always sucks. Then again, also, if you're just trying to tell your fans a story, how much you were abused. Like, I mean, we're just innocent band. I mean, we play black metal, worship the devil, talk about drugs, and about how we're screwing your girlfriends while you're playing computer games in your home. You're like a badass band. I mean, let's face it. I am your enemy. There's everything is here to say, like, yeah, this is the real bad deal. But please, could you give me some money? Because, I mean, I need my drugs. I mean, I need my food and clothes and all that stuff. Because this label supposedly ripped us off. Like, what the hell is going on with these people? Now, the only actual sentence what in this update makes sense to me is this: legal actions are taken as we speak. Because that actually makes sense. Now then again, what I heard from the other source, or sources rather, not only related to this printing shirts kind of a thing, but also things that happened in previous months because of certain actions, verbal threats, and related to violence and all that stuff. It seems that these legal actions have been already taken against the band, or at least Niklas Kvarfort. So it's not that simple how this goes. One thing is, to say, yeah, we have these problems, and to see them solved. But other thing is like, hey, please, can you send us money? I don't know about you guys, but this is very, very far from the black metal I got to know back in the 90s. Now, I'm not saying people should be stabbing with knives and all that stuff like Vikernes did to Euronymous when they were fighting about power in the scene, when they're having death threats, and when they had money problems. But I'm pretty sure that things like posting on Facebook and crying for help, basically, at the same time you're trying to make everybody believe that you are a bad guy band, doesn't really resonate me that quickly. I'm not gonna do it because this is not my fight, but I'm more like inclined to take my Shining albums from the collection and put them into pieces. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I feel like But like I said, this is not my fight. I've been enjoying Shining from the very first albums when they made it. I still think they're a good band, at least musically, and I try to separate the music from the artist. But when things go in this way, I feel like I don't wanna support the band money-wise. I don't wanna go to their gigs buying tickets, buying their CDs, and telling everybody how great band is, because I feel embarrassed. This is actually the kind of event which I would say cringe in capital letters. Because, to be honest, there are lots of embarrassing metal bands in the world. Usually they're embarrassing because of stupid lyrics, stupid statements and all that stuff. But I guess everybody really needs to kind of step up the next level. And this is the kind of stuff which is going on when you reach the next level. Now, I'm not trying to make fight with this band. I am not trying to get myself involved, but I guess making this video really makes me part of that. I guess I feel I already made a mistake, but mistakes need to be made, because in my opinion, if I wasn't mentioning this kind of a story in the whole thing, I would just, turning a blind eye, and that would be kind of too much also. So I don't know about what your statement or fan feeling towards Shining is. I know many people actually now hate the band because of this stupid shit. I know there are lots of fans who will blindly believe whatever they are told by their mastermind of the band. And I know there are lots of people who just don't care. But then again, they're not watching this video anyway. But just to let you know, black metal is full of drama. Even Hollywood couldn't make up this shit. Thank you for watching. And also, if you think what Niklas is doing and the band is doing and think it's cool, give this video a thumb down. If you think, however, this is very ridiculous or uncool what they're doing, give this video a thumb up. And more importantly, should you have your own opinion or something to comment, put that on the comment box below. It will be interesting to see where this all leads. Take care, enjoy the drama, and have a good weekend.